Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He'll buy some time right. And this one's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking.
They're trying to find Sharp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hands it off out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play here for Dallas. 54 yards.
But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd down and goal. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Out now, Andrew Mevis for the field goal.
This will be just a 21-yard attempt.
Mevis knocks this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 18.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert up to the 20.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They run with Mostert off the option. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Out now, Andrew Mevis for the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Mevis knocks this one through.
And they'll get it back
within a point at 7-6. So the golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little more.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, Mostert. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And this one is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Cowboys have moved out in front. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color?
Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Leave us on to attempt the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Trying a little bit.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Out now Andrew Mevis for the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Mevis knocks this one through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On on 2nd and 12. Tua on the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's to the former Cowboy. It's Cedric Wilson. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Tua now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Oh.
Tyreek Hill, 60 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage. Either run.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope ball? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Now Mostert off the read option. Done a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott now. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Prescott on play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
In motion, Hill. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Situation. Its own battle, create its own ladder. You gotta climb. Every time I do something good, boy, you up in my own shadow. It's never enough.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be
you want my singing?
a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good
Nah, that's Reason.
Coordinator right now,
You know
just
Reason.
know that the head coach looked at him and said, "Turn him loose, big man."
Yeah, that's the name of the song.
Be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it
Nah.
paid off.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground here.
I wasn't even
First
paying
down.
attention. I was picking
And
the
he is
song.
met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Yeah, you got DJ Shark. I'm in trouble.
Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a
I hear that.
loss.
Thank you.
Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the ball is out.
No, bro. This.
Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, 1 by each team on the same play. That's something you see every week.
Not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to him.
You having trouble running that ball.
Right there on the first down run, he gets maybe 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
You got COVID?
Stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 36, Prescott.
Oh, you see? Oh, you should have threw that.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss.
And we all know how talented this guy is. Who's calling the signals.
One talk about begging. I was hoping he was going to throw that one.
Against a good cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds?
What is my left end doing out there?
Both feet in, first down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. Terrific play call. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Bro, I'm getting out of my comfort zone with this defense. It's
chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this.
Nobody really did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the
It's that.
Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over.
Damn.
At their own 30-yard line.
Fucking
One
Jerome.
side gets an interception, but their defense goes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon.
Nah, why you backing off
As he
for?
ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
I see that. I didn't want to take advantage of you.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Ooh, thank you.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
To his throw here, going to be caught by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down.
Bro, that's the cheat code in this Madden, bro. You send a person in motion, it fucks everything up.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. In motion, Hill.
Oh.
Play action, now it's Tua. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable.
And it messed up your run fit.
Game plans in today's NFL.
You know who be fucking me up with that? John. Don Joe. He be fucking me up that shit.
And give him 6 yards here as he's
You can't do nothing about it.
at the 34.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is
don't do it.
that's where the
Don't you dare do
linebackers
that.
usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary.
Don't do it.
The strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
I can't believe you tested me like that.
Miami first. They run with Mostert off the option, and he edges forward. But only
I seen that. I tried to cut back, but
it's second down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
you fought for 22 points.
Football League on EA Sports.
You fought for 22 points.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion, Hill. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard.
I like this.
They were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Come on, come on.
That he's brought down short.
And we're going for
2
it.
yards there. Needed 4. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Okay, ready?
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's brought down. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline.
Yeah.
Big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4th down territory. Really nice job there of finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Again, it's Mostert. And once again, he's going to be pushed backwards. This time back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On 3rd down, Roach. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're still a long way away from kneel down.
You wasn't supposed to get that out.
First downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. The 40. The 20.
How you even see that?
Teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know
you trusted him to beat Xavier off the line?
So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Fields in right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down.
Nope, that was open. You didn't see it.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down.
That was Waddle in the middle.
They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
To try again after the sack. Tua going up top. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Go ahead and play 2-man under.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further.
Should start the game off like this.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
He was all pro.
Pressure gets there this time for the sack. Here's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should
good game.
Picked up by Marquise Bell. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me.
Damn, this song
because
shit came on
we're
before.
used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not
All
in
right.
a million years. But here we go. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one. One of our early window games here.